Well, hello again. Today's topic is, why did I sell everything to come to live to the Philippines? You might find this interesting. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's get right to topic here. No waiting. Why did I sell everything and come to the Philippines? Where from the beginning, let's make this short. I had several failed relationships in the States. Didn't know if it was me or the choice of women I picked. I don't know. But anyhow, I thought I found the right one. In the States, and we ended up getting married for about 10 years. And then when I seen our wedding pictures come off the wall and she started sleeping in a separate bedroom, well, it didn't take rocket scientists to figure out that this relationship's over. So we got a divorce. And now I retired at 62 early, and I was using that money for our house payment. And the house is paid for. So she didn't want nothing to do with the house. And I'm there thinking, my God, what do I do now? I was really fed up, finding the wrong women. Fed up with the political divide and all the hatred and everything. I used to be a news junkie. I got fed up with all the mass shootings that's going on, and the prejudice, and the high taxes, the high cost of living. When I retired at 62, I only got like $1,000 a month, and I was still working, on top of that to supplement it. But I'm there thinking, when you get up to my age, I'm sure a lot of you gentlemen know that it's hard to date when you're a senior. You become invisible, and I'm there thinking, well, what am I going to do now? And I said, there has to be something better than this. I'm just not going to sit on the couch and rot and my life away. I have to keep moving, look for something better. But I did research, on a computer. I hear about all these people moving to low-budget countries to live and everything, and Philippines kept coming back up. Well, I was in the Philippines in 1974 when I was in the Army, down by Clark. Just my last 4 months of my tour, and I've always been attracted to Asian women. My 4 months here, I'll admit, I was like a kid in a candy store down there at Walking Street in Angeles. Oh my goodness gracious. That in 74, of course, there's no internet and everything, and you didn't have all these crazy scams. The women just adored foreigners, and they're just, it was so easy. A lot of them want to get married, they want the security, the white picket fence, and the whole 9 yards. They were sincere back then. There was very few scammers. Well, I got to thinking about that. So I went online. I wanted to have someone here to meet when I got here, because at my age, every day, every month, every year counts. It'd be nice to have someone to show me around and this, that, and everything. And I went through hundreds of profiles, and of course, I've seen a lot of scammers. They do a lot of crazy things, Oh, my baby's sick, and they'll show you a picture of the thermometer and send you a short video of their baby crying. Oh, I need medicine. And another girl, which was a scam, because you see that over and over, And I got pictures of empty refrigerators. To this one girl, she had asked what I was having for dinner. I baked a ham with pineapple and mashed potatoes, corn, and everything. And I said, what are you having for dinner? And she sends me a picture of 2 eggs. One of them was broken, and 1 piece of moldy bread. you know, like, well, I sure, she wanted money for food, but just the way it was set up, you could tell it was a scam. But I went through lots of profiles and everything. Then when I got to know him, it was on a old social media site called Tag, and I met this one woman, instant attraction. She was completely different than the others, and we ended up on Facebook, and we started an online relationship. And I said, okay, sounds like the Philippines is going to be my choice. So I watched all these vloggers, all of them, as many as I could for several years, almost every day, to learn what I could about the culture, the country, and this and that and everything. And I could tell on her Facebook page that that's completely different than others. That she's a very sincere woman. Now, you can weed out the scammers and the good ones. I picked someone close to my age. I'm 70. My wife is 68. Well, she'll be 68 very soon. And when they introduce you to your family, their pastor, she belongs to a group called Handmaidens. And at the beginning of the meeting, they have what they call testimonials. They get up and, tell about their life, what's happening and everything. Well, she got up in front of over 100 people, women, the handmaidens, and says how she met me online and how I've been sending her budgets to build a house and to get married and to have a relationship. When a person does that, you know it's not a scammer. She's very, very sincere. I got pretty lucky there. And I went against everybody's advice. Do not send money to someone that you never met. Well, at our age, we pretty much know how the game worked, and we made a commitment, and we stuck to it. So this took a lot of planning. It wasn't just sold everything and run out the door type of thing. It was during the pandemic anyhow. I used the COVID money to send her, to build us a house and to support her for a few years. And I figured, well, if it doesn't work out, it's no big loss. It was only COVID money. There's plenty of women in this country, that wants a foreigner for real, But anyhow, I ended up selling everything. The house, I got, my car was too expensive. I bought for $10,000. By the time I end up paying it for interest and insurance and all these hidden costs and everything, I was end up paying $20,000 for this car. So I just called him. I said, no, I did not know about all these hidden costs, blah, blah, blah. You just come and repossess my car. Take a loss on that one. Okay. It was very hard selling everything. You work all your life. You want security. The older you get, the more security that you want, it was very hard to get rid of all the items that you collected through the years and all the work that you done on your home and everything. But like I said, it's better than just sitting on a couch and rotting your life away, every day over the TV or internet or whatever. You just have to move on. My grandfather always said, nothing ventured, nothing gained. So I took the leap. It was very hard. In another video, I kind of mentioned this. I forgot the title of it. I'll try to put an end screen on this so you can watch it if you're interested. But, oh yeah, it's my scariest moment. That was the title. My scariest moment was when I got on that plane to come here. I go, oh my God, Alan, you know what you just did? You just gave up your lifetime security. You're going to a country, a foreign country, to a woman you never met, to get married and settle down, and you're putting everything at risk. But I'm a survivor. I know how to work things out, and I have all my life, So luckily, it's been working out. Sure, we had our differences. Every marriage has their differences, But like I said before, there's no divorce in this country. If a woman is willing to marry you, they know it's for life. They're more apt to make a marriage work than like back in the States. Back in the States, they can divorce you for a couple $100 and just move on to the next guy. It's not like that here. You know, the women's attitude are completely different because of the culture. You know, they're raised to take care of their husband and everything, and they keep a nice clean house, cook for you, they'll care for you, excellent caregivers, and they're the sweetest women on this earth that I have ever met, you know. But there's a big learning curve. They're going to test you. You know, you do your research before you come out. But that's why I chose to sell everything to come to the Philippines without absolutely knowing everything. You know, I thought I was all set watching all these videos for years. Yep. But no, it's completely different. You always learn something new. And even for the most streetwise people, you can still get scammed here. Just be careful. But it's well worth it. It's very affordable. We live very comfortable on $1,000 a month. A lot better here than I would in the States. But that's why I sold everything, just to get away from all that craziness back in the States. And living here in this country is like going back 50, 60 years. Leave it to Beaver type of thing, you know. It's just much more relaxed, much more slower pace. You have to have patience, you know. You got to learn to adapt. It's not for everyone, but it is for a lot of us, you know. Okay, I hope this video helps there a little bit. And leave a comment. Feel free to ask any questions. Pretty soon we'll be doing a live stream once a week. That'll be, let me see, that'll be 9 o'clock Sunday Eastern time in the States. So wherever you live at, just go by that. And I'll get my wife on there and try to answer any questions that might help you do the move in coming here. Okay, I hope to see you later. Y'all have a good one. We'll talk later. Bye-bye.